From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome to playoff night here for the Wheels America Cup Series and the Apex Cup Series as well. Getting ready to go here. It is Cup Series playoff time for all the drivers here in this one. We are ready to go racing. Hello, it is Matt in the booth once again. I'll be taking you through all your racing action here tonight in the Apex Racing Cup Series presented by Wheels America. And this one, the DPU 125, we roll into Las Vegas for round number one of the playoffs here tonight. Getting ready to kick this thing off the right way, right? We're going to go racing. Playoff night. This is going to be fun. Thank you guys for coming out here tonight for this one. Let's talk about the playoffs. Coming into the round of 12, it's going to be Frankie Barroso up by 19, Brett Edwards, Steven Tucker up by 10, King there by 7, Meeks by 5, Lothan by 5, Smith in the round of 8 by 4 at the current moment, and Edwards right there as well in 8th. The final 8 cars, and you got Williams and Twitty, Erdman and Crocker coming in with no bonus points. That's going to hurt them. Coming in a little bit below what Frankie Barroso, Brett Edwards, and our drivers up front are. And let's get ready to grab an interview here in just a moment with some of your playoff contending drivers. And again, thank you guys for being so supportive of the channel. And thank you to Wheels America for all of their support as well. OEME wheel repair and everything that goes on, or OEM, excuse me, wheel repair and everything on Wheels America. Again, thank you to Wheels America. Again, the most diverse selection of original U.S. equipment, or original equipment wheels in the U.S., if I could talk tonight. Again, their office is open Monday through Fridays, 8 to 6 p.m. And you can contact them today, 800-486-0931. Again, that's 800-486-0931. Thank you to Wheels America for all of their help. But folks, we are ready to go playoff racing here tonight. And let's get ready to talk to a couple of our playoff contending drivers. And let's start with the man that leads them all in that number MK2 Aerospace 12 machine, Frankie Barroso. That man right there that leads the field into these playoffs. And I'll tell you what, Frankie has done a good job of this season, racking up those bonus points. Let's see if we can get a hold of him here down here in Discord land. Talk to him about all things playoff-wise, with him coming in as your, shall we say, de facto leader of the playoffs. Again, the stage points he has gotten throughout the season, going to kind of give him a bit of a bump there in the playoffs. And let's see, let's get Discord up here and get ready to rock and roll with old Frankie. Again, AJ not with us here tonight. He is off recording episodes of Florida Podcast. We are here and we're going to do rock and roll this thing all night long. So let's get our friend here from Texas Family Racing, Slipstream Racing, Frankie Barzio. Hey, Frankie, it's Matt down here in the Boothy Woothie. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, Matt, I do.
Alrighty, man, you come in with a pretty good points cushion in the first round of the playoffs. With all the playoff points you have occurred, 19 of those. How big is that for you to come in with a little bit of cushion in here to Vegas and then the next week at Martinsville?
It's really big, mainly because you got, so unpredictable, maybe you never know. One mistake could erase that whole deficit completely, and I'm in a hole going to Martinsville. So I want to try to build my gap because I know Martinsville is, short track. There's going to be some contact, and I just want to build myself. I'd rather get a win tonight, but if I can't get a win tonight, then I'm just going to try to build as big of a gap as I can.
Well, man, I tell you what, you've got another shot in the barrel at a playoff here, this time over here in Apex. Good luck to you here. Would love to see you make the Final Four, buddy.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, that's Frankie Barossa, the driver of that MK2 machine. And what a great job he has done all year long to build that bubble that he has with 19 playoff points. Everyone else sitting there behind them trying to figure out what they need to do. Let's talk to the next man in line if we can find him. Don't think he's in Discord. Brent Edwards is not in the Discord, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and talk to the third man in line in the playoffs, Mr. Steve Tucker. Let's get Steve down here. Hey, Steve Tucker, Matt down here in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, baby?
Not much, man. Will you come into the playoffs, man, third in the seeding with those 10 playoff points you have? We just got done talking to Frankie. He talked about the 19 he had. You got a little less. You've got 10. Are you points racing now, or are you going for wins still?
Oh man, we're always going for wins. I mean, if I can win a race, I'm gonna try and win it. I think my Achilles heel this whole season is stages. I mean, I've got 2 race wins, so that's where that 10 points came from. But when I won the races back in California and then Indy, looking back at those races, I had bad stages, stage 1 and 2s, and then I raced my way back to the front, and some cautions came out and whatever else that kind of just worked out for me. Those 2 wins. So for me, I think my biggest focus, oddly enough, is our stages. I really want to try and focus on the stages, getting those points, and kind of going from there, because stages, I mean, that right there is easy points, and right now, I mean, next week, hate to say that, I'm already looking at next week, but Martinsville's not going to be easy. And especially with, all these amazing drivers we have in this league. So for me, it's, I want to try and accumulate as many points as possible,
right,
in these stages, man, so that I can, walk into Martinsville next week and have a really good cushion in case something goes wrong, or if I have a bad day or whatever. So that's where I'm at, man.
All righty, man. Well, best of luck here, man. Coming in third seed in the playoffs, my friend. That is Steve Tucker, and of course, Manchester Music Meal on board that car. Steve, best of luck to you, buddy.
Hey, 10-4, man. Thanks.
All right, we're gonna let him go back, getting ready for his race here tonight. And again, these guys have worked so hard all year long just to get to this stage of the season, and now it is here. And let's see if we can get another playoff driver. Let's see if King may be available. He is. So there is Josh King. Let's get ready to talk to Josh if we can here. Hey, Josh King, Matt down here in the booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All righty, man. You are our number 4 seed into the playoffs this season. So how are you feeling, that number 7 machine here, getting ready to go here at Vegas? What's your plan?
I think the plan is really just get out there, and if you can win, you need to win. That's the only way to guarantee anything.
Yeah.
And so go out there and get a win, and you're into the next round. So that's what we're going to be trying to do tonight. But I think push come to shove, being number 4, I don't want to knock myself out and be trying to claw my way back in. I think if the situation's right, maybe play it a little safe. But playoff racing, it's going to get aggressive. So we'll see what we can do to get a win here tonight.
All right, Josh, man, what lobby would you like me to return you to, sir?
Highline Motorsports would be great. Thank you so much.
All right, Josh, go get it done here tonight, buddy.
Appreciate it. We'll see if we can't get this bottom shelf Ford Mustang out front.
Absolutely, man. All right, let's get ready to talk as we continue to work our way through Thomas Meeks, the driver of the 55 camp. Hey, Thomas Meeks, Matt down here in the booth, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
All righty, man. You come into the playoffs. Number 5 seed, I do believe, is where we're at. That number 55 Wheels America machine is doing well. What is your plan? It's playoff time, buddy.
Simple. I need to win. Make sure I stay up in there.
Yeah, man. Everybody we've talked to not saying the same thing. They're not even worried about points at this point. They just want to go lock themselves in before we get to Martinsville next week.
Yeah, definitely. Just Martinsville next week. It's going to be probably a lot of cautions going on. So I don't count that to be able to get me in. So right now, this race here, Las Vegas, is my only chance right now. We'll look at one race first, and then we'll worry about next week when it comes. But hopefully, we can get this 55 Wheels America Chevrolet up in the victory lane today.
All righty, man. Go represent some Wheels America. Get it done, buddy, and bring it into the round of 8 here later on, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Thomas Meeks, everybody getting ready to go as we get ready to fire it off here once again. Let's see if we can get a hold of a P6 in the playoffs. We're going to try to do as many of these as we can. We're going to run out of time, looks like, but I don't see Mr. Lotham in here. He was in here a moment ago, and now he's kind of, there he is. There's Blake. Hey, Blake, it's Matt down here in the booth, buddy. You got a copy? Hey, Blake, buddy, you got a copy? It's Matt down here in the booth. All right, looks like Blake is unavailable at the moment. Unfortunately for him, I think I got him back to the right one. Let's move forward here in our playoff field with about 39 seconds left. That's going to be Smith, Mr. Matthew Smith up here. We're going to quickly see if we can get an interview with him before we get going. Let's talk to Matthew Smith here. Hey, Matthew, it's Matt down here in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, got a copy.
I know we only got about 19 seconds before qualifying, buddy, but here you are. You're in the playoffs in that number 35 machine. Everybody I've talked to tonight said win, win, win. What is your thoughts here coming in?
My thoughts is definitely win. Martinsville's next week, and as you know, that's going to be a wreck fest. And so to get the win tonight and move on and not have to worry about next week is the goal.
10-4, man. Well, we're going qualifying, so we're going to cut it short, man. Best of luck. Go get it done, Mr. Matthew Smith.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You too, sir. See you in a bit. All right, here we go. Qualifying is underway here. We'll get some more interviews throughout the night. We got 8 of them. Did pretty good. We're going to get ready to go racing here in just a moment, but right now qualifying is underway, and right now everybody on the racetrack knows it is time to go. We've heard it all night long. Win, win, win. Nobody talked about stage points. We'll talk about it later on because I do feel like it's a little bit important. But right now, objective number 1, qualify. And we are all getting ready to see who can put their car to the top of the board. There is the 7 of Mr. Josh King sitting on the end of pit road, getting ready to go again. Right now tonight, we're going to have 9 minutes of qualifying here tonight for the Apex Racing Cup Series presented by Wheels America in the DPU Unlimited 125 here tonight. There is the 7 rolling out. He'll hit pit road. Blake Lotham already in that 59 machine on track right now. That is Blake Lotham, the driver of the 59 Chevrolet Camaro here tonight at Las Vegas. And again, as he heads down the Nellis stretch there, playoffs are also important, and the cars in the playoff will be designated by that green bumper and window banner and spoiler that you see on that 59. Also, the ticker will have them highlighted in green as well for you to keep up with your favorite driver here tonight all evening long as we search through 9 minutes of qualifying here tonight for Wheels America in the Apex Cup Series. Thank you guys for coming out here tonight. This is the first round here in Las Vegas for the DPU 125. Again, Martinsville, Virginia plays host next week to the North 40 Airsoft 150 next week. Martinsville, round number 2. That is going to be interesting, but it's Blake up top of the board. Josh A. King in second, Brandon Ward in third. Brandon Ward, not a playoff driver, but let's not forget about Brandon. He is fast here tonight. He was fast in practice. We'll see what he can do. King still on track right there. Blake Lotham, top of the board. King going to be second right now in qualifying. He'll cross the stripe, 30.248. New quick time, and that's going to be for King there in the 7 with 7 minutes remaining in qualifying here tonight. Again, we'll go 7 minutes of qualifying. We'll get this thing fired up. Anthony Williams, the 60 top of the board. We've seen him strong last time out at Pocono Raceway. Not in the playoffs, but he is also strong as well. Josh A. King there in the 7. Let's talk to Josh King doing a great job. Tony Edwards there, the 118 camp on track. Let's get to see what that Fury number 118 can do here tonight. Got the banner on that machine, made the playoffs. A little bit of swerving, trying to warm those tires up as he gets ready to roll out there and take some time. Again, guys, much appreciated all the support throughout the year of this series and this channel. But it is a put up or shut up time for all these drivers in the playoffs. This time, Matthew Smith, new quick time for the 35. Where did that come from? I don't recall Smith grabbing a pole all season, but when it counts the most, top of the board at Vegas. These guys coming to play here tonight in the DPU 125. Edwards working his way around this racetrack in that machine right now. Man, I'm telling you, these guys are coming absolutely to play here tonight. And there's no surprise. I'll be perfectly clear here. There is absolutely no surprise the way they are approaching this night. There's Edwards. There's Blake. Let's take a look at Blake. Where did Blake go? Smith right there as well. I mean, this is no surprise how hard these guys are going to go. I mean, it's insanity, man. I tell you, these guys are going to be after it all evening long as we get ready. Now, qualifying still continuing on the racetrack. Matthew Smith, top of the board. King there as well. Now, what do you guys at home think? I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting night of racing. That is for sure as they continue to rock and roll. But Tony Edwards right there as well. Travis Twitty getting ready to get out there on the racetrack. Let's go take a look at the 29 camp. Old Trav out there trying to get it done here tonight. That's the 29 Rise sponsorship on that car. Again, Travis Twitty's brother, the sponsorship here for tonight's race. That is going to be the DPU Unlimited 125. Thank you to those guys for coming on board again. But a good look at Travis Twitty's machine rocking that playoff banner again. Comes in with no playoff points. So if there's one man out there that's got to get it done here tonight, that's going to be Travis. He needs to get some playoff points, kind of get him some cushion as we inch closer and closer to Martinsville and the chaotic ways of Martinsville that we all know of, right? So, Jess Enderman out there, Erdman up there as well. Right now, 10th on the board. We're actually going to take a break from qualifying for a moment. Why is that? Well, we're going to go here and we're going to talk all things Las Vegas. So let's take a look at the track facts for Las Vegas here tonight. This track, a 1.5 mile racetrack, track temp right now around 70 degrees. Air temp at 68, wind coming out of the north about 2 miles an hour here tonight. So this is going to be a relatively cool night, I would have to say, for the drivers. So they're going to be happy about that, as they got about 2 minutes of qualifying left. And let's take a look and talk about here in just a moment the race details for tonight here at Las Vegas, Nevada. And the playoff situation, what we're going to see here tonight. And let's take a look at the race information for Las Vegas, shall we? Of course, 125 laps tonight. We got one fast repair. That's a one oopsie daisy you got. That's all you got here tonight at Las Vegas. So keep that in mind. That's one oopsie that you can have before your car is demolished. And that is something that these guys are going to take a look at here. Of course, we got fixed setups here tonight, as always. 70% fuel. We got 4 sets of tires in pit road. We got stage lap 1, going to be lap 30, stage 1 end. Stage 2 comes to an end at lap 60 here tonight. And as always, a 1 green, white checkered attempt. We got about 1 minute and 33 left on the clock right now as qualifying ticks down for everything as we get ready to go here. And again, folks, for everyone watching, thank you guys for coming out. But it is time to go playoff racing in about a minute from now. I'm going to take a quick break out of the booth a moment. When we come back, we'll go over our starting lineup here at Vegas. All right, Jack here again, and as we stepped away for a moment, we had a change on top of the board. We'll take a look at it, but let's get ready to go through your starting lineup here tonight. And let's start up near the front. You see it right now, Frankie Barzio going to be your pole sitter here, stabbing it away from Mr. 35 of Matthew Smith there. Let's take a look at the front row and we'll go from there. We're inside row number 1. That's going to be Frankie Barzio. Outside of him, that's right, that's Matthew Smith right there on the top. Row number 2 here tonight, Anthony Williams on the bottom. Great job by Anthony starting on that inside that second row. And actually Anthony in the playoffs here as we're ready to go. Outside of him, Tony Edwards. Row number 3. This is going to be the 24, Steve Tucker. Alongside, you see that outside, that's Josh King right there lined up as well. Let's take a look at row number 4 here tonight. That is Thomas Meeks alongside of that number 18 of Brett Edwards. Let's look here, row number 5 here tonight. That's the 59, Blake Lotham right here alongside Travis Twitty in that 10th spot tonight. Rolling off in P number 11 here tonight alongside of Erdman. That will be the 86 machine. That's going to be Brian Crocker with Jess Erdman right there as well. And those two will be side by side as they continue to roll through. Row number 6 is going to be, of course, Jess and Brian whenever they get it kind of lined up here. Everybody getting caught up on the back straightaway. Row number 7 on the inside, Brandon Ward in the 13. Outside of him, you see back there behind him, that is Matt Oppinger in the 9 camp as well. That field ready to roll. And then in row number 8, Jeffrey Sickles right here. He'll be alongside Charles Balance in the 41. However, Balance has not started as of yet. And man, what a night it is going to be. Everybody bringing their big guns to town here tonight for this one. And we will get ready to fire this thing off in just a moment. There is the 35 up there, Matthew Smith. Really good qualifying effort for him. You see him riding behind the pace car, ready to roll here in Las Vegas. 125. That's going to be the distance here tonight. 125 laps. Stage number 1 to come at the end of lap 31. Fast repair. 4 sets of Goodyear Eagles. Who is ready to go to the slot machine at Vegas and see what they hit? We're about to find out. Everybody double file around turn 2 here at Las Vegas Speedway. Again, big shout out to all of our channel partners. Aero Designs alongside of the Nerds Doing Nerds Things podcast. They rolled down the Nellis back straightaway one last time here at Las Vegas. Just outside of Nellis Air Force Base here in Vegas. The Nellis straightaway ready to roll. Here we go. Folks at home watching through the power of the interweb, get ready to go racing at the virtual Vegas Speedway tonight for the Apex Racing Cup Series playoffs, round number 1. Field going to be lined up behind Frankie Barzio and Matthew Smith. That is your front row. Will it be an underdog going to victory lane tonight, or will it be one of your favorite contenders here? We're going to find out in 125 laps. Bob the Flagman puts the green in the air. We're rolling at Vegas. Green flag is out here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And heading to turn number 1. Thank you guys as always for coming out. Barzio up front. Williams to second. Smith drops back to third early on. There's Tucker. Tucker down the bottom here. He'll work the inside lane. Look at him tight down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Smith going to drop to the top. Steve Tucker going to get underneath. with Anthony Williams there as well as they continue to run right now down the front straightaway here at Las Vegas. So right now, that is Frankie Barzio leading the camp right now. The MK2 Aerospace Machine leading here at Las Vegas, Nevada. Steve Tucker ducking the line. Anthony Williams there as well, battling for second. But it's Frankie Barroso to the top of the board. Frankie the man Barroso up front leading the wing. And that's the way they run right now. You see him dip below the apron down there in turns 3, 1, and 2. Everybody tight. Williams up the racetrack a bit. Williams coming under fire from Tucker and Smith and King. 4 cars, 5 cars now under a blanket down the back straightaway here at Las Vegas as we start to roll here in this one. And again, relatively short, 125 laps here tonight. You don't have a lot of time. You're going to have to figure it out early. There is the 7 camp doing everything he can. And look at all those green spoilers up front right now. Smith, Lotham right there as well. Again, 4 of 125 complete. We're going to run 30, and then we're going to throw a yellow for stage number 1. Barroso there as well. Double file at the moment. They continue to run 5 on the board of 125 right now. Frankie Barroso leading up front right now, doing a great job. There is Steve Tucker. Here it comes. The Aero Design Music City or Manchester Music Mill Machine working his way forward with Matthew Smith right there as well. Double file right now for P4 and 3 at the moment. Battling off a turn, 4 5 laps complete this time by here at Las Vegas, Nevada. Everybody double file doing a great job doing what they can. 6 of 125 complete. There is Matthew Smith, Anthony Williams tight with him, and Josh King there as well. Blake Lotham right there as well in the 59, but Brett Edwards trying to show his strength here tonight in the 18 as well. That Coors Light machine holding tight is also in the mix. The 86, Brian Crocker. What about Travis Twitty in the top 10 in this battle deep in the pack? Let's hop on board with Mr. Travis right now. Travis right there in 10th. Brian Crocker right now in 9th. What about Brett Edwards up here in the top 8 on board with him? Right with that battle in front of him between King and Edwards. Great racing here in the DPU 125 at Las Vegas. They continue to rock and roll. Steve Tucker going to go top of the board. Speed-wise, currently in 2nd. Let's hop on board with him as he runs tight with Frankie Barzio, your race leader. Everybody hanging on. 8 of 125 complete. Manchester Music Mill 24 of Steven Tucker. Tucked in line in 2nd. Great run for Steve here so far tonight as well. He's running down old Frankie right now as this field doing everything they can. What racing early on here at Las Vegas. Barroso leads the charge down the back straightaway with Steve Tucker, Manchester Music Mill Machine in tow. 10 on the board this time with Anthony Williams. Look at Williams as well. Anthony Williams there in a 60 machine. Looking for tires to start to wear. Here comes Steve Tucker. Jumps underneath your race leader, the MK2 Aerospace 12. The Texas Family Racing Machine of Frankie Barroso up high. Down low, Manchester Music Mill Machine of Mr. Steven Tucker. Rocking the bottom here, ripping the bottom of the racetrack at the moment. Here it comes Matthew Smith as well. 2 wide down the front straightaway. They'll cut to the apron a little bit. Will the 20 does the 24 of Steve, but Frankie able to hold the momentum top side. Here comes Smith with Barroso on the top. That top lane starting to move forward little by little here as they continue to run hard here in the opening laps here of the DPU. unlimited 125 here tonight as they continue early on. Thank you to every. Thank you to everybody on board here as we continue to cover here the first 12 of 125 here tonight with Barroso out front getting it done. What about Twitty? 3 wide behind him. Brett Edwards there as well. Everybody diving single file at the moment. 12 of 125 complete here tonight as they continue to run. There is King in line also. As they continue to run right now, King right there in 8th, Brian Crocker, Travis Twitty right here as well. Right now as they continue to run 13 of 125 in the books. King and Crocker up front. There's Twitty hanging serve in the 29 camp. Look at Brester Brandon Ward, the Gatorade Zero machine back here. A little trouble out of turn 4. He'll keep it rolling here early on as we're 14 laps complete. 14 complete of 125, and they continue to rock and roll here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You see that 48 struggled a little bit. Back up front to Frankie Barroso. Frankie the man Barroso holding serve up front. Man, what racing action all around the racetrack at the moment here as we are early on in the DPU 125 at Las Vegas and the opening round here of the playoffs. Man, what a night so far. And these guys getting after it, 15 laps complete here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Meanwhile, Frankie Barroso out front doing what he needs to do at the moment. Can't complain there. Frankie doing exactly what he needs to do. Edwards right there as well. You see all of these playoff cars, the battle behind them. Blake Lotham and Anthony Williams right there. 16 of 125 laps in the books here tonight at Las Vegas, already halfway through stage number 1. Barroso leads, Tucker second, Smith third, Meeks fourth, Lotham back there in 6th. What about Edwards inside the top 5? King sliding back, Travis Twitty in the top 10 as well. And there's no surprise that up front is all playoff race cars here. No surprise that every driver at the front of this field is a playoff car here in the Apex Cup Series playoffs presented by Wheels America. Right now, 18 complete of the 125 in the opening round of the playoffs here tonight. They continue to run. There's Frankie Barroso out front, Steve Tucker, Matthew Smith tucked into 3rd, and Thomas Meeks right there as well, doing a wonderful job in that Wheels America machine right behind him. $19 of 125 in the books here tonight at Las Vegas. Everybody thundering down the back straightaway now with Frankie Barroso continuing to lead. With right there behind him is going to be Steve Tucker. That's your top 2. Thomas Meeks doing everything he can. What about Brad Edwards right here in the Coors Light machine? There is Anthony Williams. Blake Lotham in the mix here. Great looking racing machine there for that Chevrolet as he enters a turn at number 1. Tony Edwards in the Fury machine going to slot in 10th. And again, 10 laps away from the end of stage 1 here tonight. Flying by here early on at Las Vegas. Again, we come out here to Vegas on the West Coast. We head back east next week, back in Martinsville, Virginia, for the next round of the round of 12. So these guys feeling the pressure to keep it up front right now. There is the 7 machine right on the back side of Anthony, putting pressure. There's Twitty, nose to tail right there also. Barroso up front, coming to lap 22 this time by. Again, Barroso came in with those 20 or 19 playoff points, and now he's going to jump another 10 if he can hold on out front. Right now he's got Steve Tucker right there in second giving chase. You see it right now. There is the 12 machine of Barroso. Steve Tucker giving chase now. Tucker closing in a couple of car lengths off of Barroso. Tucker would love to get a stage win here. That would be 10 points in his cap right here as they continue to run. Barroso, Tucker, nose to tail. 23 complete of 125 here tonight. You got to think to yourself here, just 23 laps into this one as they rocketed through this racetrack with 103 to go here tonight. Up front, though, is a Frankie Barroso. And just doing a dominant job is Barroso, Tucker, and Smith. That is your top 3. Brett Edwards right there in 4th. On board right now with that Manchester Music Mill number 24 machine in 2nd. Frankie Barroso leads here tonight. You see Barroso working his way into 3 and 4 right now. Field a little bit spread out. A little bit of a battle between, it looks like, Edwards and, King and Twitty right now for position. Give that spot to King. Move him up to 8th. Twitty sliding backwards. He's going to have Tony Edwards to his outside now. So Travis Twitty sliding back a couple of spots here in the closing laps of stage number 1 here tonight, folks, of the 3-stage race we've got going on. There's Meeks right now holding on to a good top 5. Definitely what you want to see if you're Meeks, up into the top 5 here with 26 going on the board. Well, he'll continue to run into 1 and 2. And you got to think to yourself, if you're Meeks, you're sitting in a very good spot in that top 5 at the end of stage 1 as we continue to run here. And I know the drivers wanted wins tonight, they all did, but here's the thing: you come out here, you finish up here in the top 5, you get a stage win or a stage point move, becomes a good night for you, right? That's points in your pocket going to Martinsville, and we know Martinsville is going to be a gamble of epic proportions when we roll into the short track next week. And right now, as we're 27 complete here at Vegas, it's Barroso, Tucker, Smith. Right behind him is going to be Edwards and Meeks. That is your top 5. Again, 28 on the board of 125 here tonight from Extreme Sim TV. At the moment, again, AJ out of the booth here tonight. He is going to record a podcast. You're stuck with Matt and Chloe can't do much, but maybe meow. So we'll see if we can get her to do an interview here later as we come to the end of stage 1. Up front, Frankie Barroso leading the way. Right here, coming to 29 and 125 complete here at Las Vegas. 98 laps to go here tonight. We'll come by to see the white flag in stage 1. If it stays the same, it's going to be Barroso getting yet another stage victory. Tucker, and there it is. Yellow is out. That's going to end the stage. And I believe, there we go. So, it was scheduled to be at 30. But yellow out here at lap 29. That will end the stage. And that will be Frankie Barroso. Steve Tucker, 2nd. Matt Smith, 3rd. Brett Edwards, 4th. Thomas Meeks will score 5th. Blake Lotham in 6th. Josh A. King in 7th. Tony Edwards in 8th. Travis Twitty scored 9th. And the final points being given out will be Anthony Williams in way back there in 10th. So there we go. Frankie Barroso doing Frankie Barroso things, leading early here tonight and getting the stage win here in stage number 1. And we'll start to get a little bit of tire strategy. Maybe they'll come down, get 4 tires and fuel here at the end of stage number 1. Here to go, 31 on the board this time by. There comes the 12 down, the 24 down as well. There comes Matt Smith there in the 35. Good finish for him. Brett Edwards in 4th here. Thomas Meeks in 5th. Good run for that car. 6th here's Blake Lotham. Josh King, Tony Edwards right there as well. So a lot of good cars on pit road with the end of stage 1 coming. What was a wicked fast stage 1 here at Las Vegas. But we are at our end here for stage number 1. 31 of 125 in the books tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you coming out here tonight in the broadcast and whatnot. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Extreme Sim TV for all your racing action. Hit that thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Lets me know I'm doing a good job here as we got Frankie out front. 95 to go. Let's talk to Frankie. If we can here, we'll try to grab a word with our stage winner. And we'll talk to Frankie Barroso. Slipstream Racing. Hey, Frankie Barroso. Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy?
I do, Matt.
Well, objective number 1 of the night accomplished.
Yep. Still had 2 more objectives. That's all.
Yeah, start marking them off, right? And really a great stage for your team as a whole there.
Yeah, Travis got up to P9. Matt lost a spot, but still pretty good stage points. So overall, as a team, we're doing really well this race. Hopefully, it continues.
Yeah, for a minute. I'm going to talk to the pace car driver here at Las Vegas. He's going to have to go a little bit slower, give us more interview times.
All right, no problem.
All right, see you later, buddy.
See you later, Matt.
We got to get that pace car woed up here in Las Vegas. He's speeding around this joint. Didn't have a lot of time to do interviews because guess what? We're coming to the green. Stage 2. Just like that. Magical poof. Oh, I think the pace car driver knows it's stage or playoff time. He's trying to get this thing in the books to where he can get back and eat some barbecued ribs or something. He's going to head back to pit road. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing here at Las Vegas just like that. Stage 1 is complete. And we are ready for stage 2. Barroso leads, Tucker on the outside. Green flag back out. We are rolling. And here we go. Steve Tucker right there in second right now. Doing a great job. Great restart. Brett Edwards to the bottom of the 24. The Aero Designs. Manchester Music Mill Machine going to drop the 3rd. Here comes Josh A. King on the bottom as well. King going to work forward. There's Thomas Meeks dropping back a little ways right now. It's almost 3 wide. Here comes the 118. Tony Edwards trying to sneak in on the bottom. A little loose for that Fury machine. He'll give up the spot. Looks like to the 29. We got a car in the grass. That is King. Man, he went off track a little ways. He'll get it gathered back up. Gonna lose a ton of time, though. Not good for one of our playoff drivers. Josh King down there mowing the grass here at Las Vegas. 34 complete, a 125 already tonight here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And what do you say we do our first crank it up of the night here on Extreme Sim TV? Stage 2 here at Las Vegas. All right, back here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, working lap 37 of the 125 scheduled here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. Frankie Barroso up in front of Brad Edwards. That's the battle for the race lead. You see Edwards tight to the bumper of Barroso. As they continue to run right now, that's the battle for the race lead up front. 3, 4, 5 cars now in that front pack. Battling it out for the race lead here tonight. Great racing across the board here at Las Vegas over the first 38 laps. If you're just joining us here tonight, I am Matt, as always, in the booth with Chloe the kitty cat, because AJ is off doing a podcast. So I had to have somebody up here in the booth to keep me company. But right now, it's going to be Barroso, Edwards up front, along with Steve Tucker, your top three. And look at Edwards, almost. Oh, he got in the back of the 12. Edwards got in the back of Barroso. Both drivers showing incredible car control, keeping those cars straight. Barroso, they're going to lose the lead, looks like, to Steve Tucker, as the contact was made to the back bumper of the 12. Moved him up the racetrack. They'll get it straightened back out, and I know Frankie ain't going to be happy about that. Just a little bit of contact there. Got him sideways with 20 to go here in this second stage of the evening. Lotham back here in the 59 to 118 there as well. Brett Edwards keeping tabs on Blake Lotham. Thomas Meeks, and Matthew Smith. 4 cars under the proverbial blanket. So 4 cars under the proverbial blanket here at Las Vegas. Continuing to run here as we work lap 41 of 125 here tonight, as the Apex Racing Cup Series presented by Wheels America headed to the West Coast here tonight for this one, the DPU 125 at Las Vegas. Fabulous Las Vegas. It's going to be fabulous for somebody here tonight. Somebody going to punch their ticket maybe to the round of 8. Others is going to come up nothing on the slot machines here at Las Vegas. Steve Tucker right now leading the way, getting the lead from Frankie Barroso after the contact made by the 18 of Brett Edwards into the back of Barroso early. Kind of upset Barroso's car for a moment, cost him the lead. The Aero Designs machine leads Matthew Smith there behind him, falling in line with the Wheels America 55. Tony Edwards, let's drop back. Anthony Williams running 10th. Brian Crocker not having the night that he wanted either. He's running 8th right now. I know Crocker wanted more here this evening, but right now stuck in the top 8. You know, we're only going to take 8 cars to the next round, and I think if you're Crocker, you need a little bit more here at Vegas to make you feel better about next week. Started 11th here tonight. He's ran the highest he's ran all night is right here in 8th. That's where he sits. So he's made some ground up as they continue to run right now. There is Anthony Williams, Travis Twitty right there as well in the 29. Jeffrey Sickles. They're also in this mess of race cars. Taking a look at Twitty right now, starting 10th here tonight. Holding serve right there in 10th. Just holding tight where he's at. Barroso and Tucker, though, tightening up for the race lead. We'll get back to that battle, because right now that's getting pretty tight. Frankie Barroso coming back to the back bumper of Steve Tucker with 15 to go in this stage. 15 to go in stage number 2 here tonight. 80 laps to go in the race if you're just joining us. Stage break is scheduled for lap 60 here tonight at Las Vegas. But it's the Tuck man out front holding serve, leading the way with Frankie Barroso in second, Brett Edwards. Good run for Brett up into the top 3 here tonight. And really the guys you expect to see up near the front are here and playing serve here at Las Vegas. Setting 3rd right now, started 7th. He's been as high as 2nd here tonight. So Edwards doing a good job. And right now, Blake Lotham, what about him? Started 9th. He's been up to 3rd, setting 4th. So some of these guys that need to make it happen in a race are doing just that with 47 going on the board. And these guys continue to fight it out in Las Vegas, Nevada here tonight in what has been an amazing race all evening. But it's Tucker out front, Barroso in 2nd. 3rd right now is going to be Edwards, Lotham. What about Tony Edwards, Brian Crocker? Erdman and King, though, back here in no man's land. 14th and 15th. There's Erdman trying to get under Brandon Ward. And he's like, man, I got to go. I got to make up some ground here at the end of the stage to at least try to set himself up good for the final stage of this race. I feel bad for him. He's not had the greatest run of the evening. And we take a look right now. We've had 1 yellow so far here tonight. And that was for the first stage of the event here in the DPU 125. And again, Steve Tucker still out front doing what he does best. Lead here down the Nellis back straightaway here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. In tow with him, Frankie Barroso trying to give chase. And on board right now, you see that camera view looking back at Barroso, who is right there with Tucker. Wouldn't that be huge for Tucker to go to victory lane here tonight and be the first car advanced into the next round? When it comes time for Martinsville next week, Tucker could be that first car going in. That would be epic for him. I know he's trying awfully hard to do just that. Tucker leads Barroso in 2nd. Right now, as they continue to run the Barroso machine right there behind him, here comes the 118. There is Thomas Meeks doing what he can as well. Matthew Smith right there in the 35, doing a good job inside that top 6. Tony Edwards in 7th right now. Brian Crocker, Travis Twitty. There is Crocker there, and the Rush number 86 machine just trying to hold serve right now. As we're going to go high above Las Vegas Motor Speedway here in just a moment. Double file. Side by side. Twitty, Williams, and more back here in this battle deep in the pack here at Las Vegas. Everybody doing a wonderful job. It's been mostly green flag racing as Twitty goes to the bottom of Crocker. Crocker can't get it done. Mr. Crocker trying to hang on, probably wishing he had some Fairly Odd Parents right about now to wish that car forward a little bit. And yes, I said that just to crack the girlfriend up, but she wasn't paying attention. As we continue to run here, 54-125 complete. Right now, as they continue to run right now, 54-125 complete here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 54-125 in the books here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Double file. Going to be Crocker and Twitty. Double file right now. 5 to go in stage number 2 here tonight. Ooh, Crocker got pinched a little bit. Williams had to check up. Twitty going to get clear. Twitty pinched him just a little bit up near the wall. Getting a little aggressive. Meanwhile, up front, back up here, it is Steve Tucker ahead of Frankie Barroso. 1 and 2, 4 to go in stage number 2. So 4 laps to go, stage 2, 70 laps to go in the event. Right now, Tucker around the bottom. Barroso has moved a lane up the racetrack. 57 to go on the board this time by. And don't look now, but Brad Edwards closing on the top 2, late in stage 1. Barroso up by the wall now, trying to take advantage of the high line. Barroso has really felt some momentum off of turn 4 that last time by. Frankie Barroso switching that line up, going to the high line. Barroso switching up, going up by the wall in the MK2 aerospace machine, looking for some momentum. Down the back straightaway, trying to close to the back bumper, Steve Tucker. Tucker, Barroso right there as well, right on board with one another. Doing a heck of a job, 58 of 125 complete. There is Tucker, still now trying to move his line up a little bit, trying to shut down Barroso. Barroso on the top here, crossover coming. Here comes Brett Edwards. It's going to be a three-car battle at the front of the pack before you know it. Coming to 2 to go in stage number 2 here tonight at Vegas. So 2 laps to go here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in stage number 2. Here tonight, Barroso back to the wall. Barroso pretty committed to that outside lane here. Tucker going to run the middle, try to hold him off. There's Barroso. There's Brett Edwards right there as well. Remember, Edwards and Frankie made contact earlier, which cost Frankie the lead, which allowed Steve Tucker to get the lead the last time. The lead changed, and 60 on the board, 1 to go, and there it is. So they're going to call it right at 60. Congratulations, Steve Tucker. End of stage number 2. And it's Steve Tucker going to victory lane in stage 2. So great job, Steve Tucker, stage 2 winner. And folks, man, oh man, what a battle we've seen here all evening long. And now through the first 2 stages, we are ready for stage number 3. We'll be right back on the channel here in a moment after pit stops here at Las Vegas. All right, Bianchi, here Steve Tucker picking up the win in the stage 2. We'll try to quickly holler at him here. I know they're going to get double file. But let's grab him right quick. Steve Tucker getting in stage number 2. Hey, Steve Tucker, I know you're going double file here, buddy, but you're going to pick up stage 2, my man.
Yes, sir. First stage win of the year. That's pretty crazy. I took advantage of I think Brett and Frankie got together, and then I just kind of scooped in down low. So, yeah, pretty good move, I guess, but held on to it. I still don't think I'm the fastest car. I think I held on to it right there because of the clean air. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm having a blast right now, and this Manchester Music Mill Chevy is looking pretty strong right now.
Well, man, yeah, 10-4, dude, you're coming to green. I done told Frankie I'm going to talk to this pace car driver. He's going too quick.
Yes, sir.
10-4, man. Have some fun. All right, there we go. And Steve going to get ready to go, get that car up the gears, and get going racing. Here with 62 going on the board this time by. So here we go, playoff time, and once again, now with Frankie Barroso and Steve Tucker both getting stage wins. Can somebody else squeeze through and get the lock in for the round of 8? Here we go. Green flag is out, and we are rolling here at Las Vegas. Steve Tucker right there leading. Barroso right there as well as they all thunder down the back. 3 wide. Barroso wasting little time going to the bottom. No surprise there. Frankie's like, yeah, I'm going to the bottom. I'm going to make it 3 wide. Tucker going to get 8 up, put in the middle. Brett Edwards on the outside. Probably Tucker in the wall. Steve Tucker in the fence. Trouble on the racetrack, and it's Steve Tucker that's going to get the worst end of it. Let's go take a look. First yellow of the night here for a caution, and it's our stage 2 winner, Steve Tucker. He was in the middle, 3 wide. He had Blake on the top. And right here, just 3 wide. And let's take a look at what happens. Tucker, Lotham out there on the top side. Boom. Lotham in the fence. Tucker comes around as well. Oof. Car into the outside wall. Both Blake and Tucker. That's going to be their fast repair right there. And they're going to slide to a halt backwards. The 24 goes. And from winning stage 2, being on top of the world, he's going to meet the outside wall here off of turn 4. And that car heavily damaged. He's going to have to take a fast repair on board that Manchester Music Mill machine. And whole back end shifted over on him. So this will be his 1 fast repair tonight. And he'll bring it to pit road. Get the car fixed and fixed up here and get back out there. Unfortunate. Just a 3 wide that went wrong. And if you're Steve Tucker right now, you're not too pleased. Blake Lotham. Contact with him as well. Lotham going to stay out for a moment. Quite a bit of damage on the front end of the 59 Chevrolet Camaro of Blake. I don't see that car being able to stay out long term. Yeah, Blake's car is heavily damaged. Front end all smushed in, back end damaged as well. He's going to come down and take his fast repair as well. Not good for either driver here, but man, what had been a clean race up through the first 2 stages suddenly goes awry for 2 playoff cars here tonight. Blake kind of got sandwiched up by the wall. You bring it to pit road. And Blake, they're not too pleased with it. Well, there is Steve. Let's get his thoughts here as he rides around. Steve Tucker, I hate to do an interview this quick, buddy, but it's Matt in the booth.
What's up?
Matt, how do you think you're going to do? I know you're coming to green. You think you can get back up through the field?
I'm going to easily get through the field. I don't know what happened there. I mean, Frankie, myself, and Brett all went 3 wide. I thought I kept my middle lane pretty good. And then I didn't see Blake at all. He kind of came out of nowhere. So
yeah,
we'll look at it after the race. Kind of sucks, but we get a fast whip, man. So I am pretty confident.
All right, man. Let's go get her done once again, Steve. Well, again, Steve is not completely sure. But we are ready to go. Green flag racing here. 66 on the board. Here we go once again. There's Frankie Barroso dropping back to third. Brett Edwards going to lead here. Now remember, early in the race, it was Brett Edwards and Frankie that made contact. That cost Frankie that race lead. Keep that in mind as we go forward. Steve Tucker starting all the way back here in 12th. He's got a long way to go. Yeah, but a lot of cars to get by. Blake right there behind him. They're going to have to slice and dice as they work their way to the bottom here. He'll get under Erdman, I believe it is. He's under right now. So that 24 are going to have to get up through the pack here. Meanwhile, out front, here goes Matthew Smith. Smith had a good car early on tonight in qualifying, now going for the race lead. Smith and Frankie Barroso work the bottom. Smith clear. Barroso follows through. Smith a little out of shape. He'll have to lift. Hang on to it. Oh, Smith in trouble. And more championship cars into the outside wall. They lock it down. And that time it's Matthew Smith. Caution going to wave. And we'll take a look here. He's on the bottom of the racetrack. And here we go. Car gets loose right there. Clips the apron. Tries to gather it up. And the car just starts coming around. And Frankie does a great job cutting the car to the bottom. Edwards, though, nowhere to go. He gets in the back into the 35. Everybody else scrambles. And for two yellows in a row, it's a playoff car sliding its way into the outside wall. And that is going to put the 35 on the short list and no fast repair remaining. And as well as Brett Edwards. Man. So he'll bring that car down. Matt Oppensler also heavily damaged that number 9 Hooters Pro Cup or Hooters machine. Damage on the front end of that one. So a rash of yellows here. So here we go. Rash of cautions taking place. 3 playoff drivers with no fast repairs remaining. A little bit of stress added on. Tucker back into the top 8 here. Smith gonna jump in the line back there. Smith really couldn't afford to have any issues here tonight, but unfortunately, of course, nobody wants to have issues. But we take a look at where we're at. Man, it's so unfortunate. Man, it's not what you want to see out there. Contact on the racetrack, beating and banging. And let's see if we can bring up this. There we go. Oh, wrong spot. But yeah, that was the playoff banner. Let's take a look. So if we take a look again, Smith came in 4 points above the cutoff line, so Smith not happy. You know he's got to feel kind of disappointed with how that has went. Coming in 4 points above the cutoff line right now. Ended up in the outside wall. And no fast repair remaining. And again, Barroso and Tucker came in pretty good. So again, you know, that's good for them. But everyone else, this is not going as easy as they thought it was going to go here tonight, to be frank about it. But again, big impact into the fence for Matt Smith in that last yellow. Puts him down, but not out. So lights out on the pace car, 71 and 125 complete. We are ready to go back green. The first 10 laps of stage number 2 or excuse me, stage 3 of the evening. It's kind of been sort of rough for these drivers. They're going to have to find a rhythm. Barroso leads them down. And here we go. Green in the air once again. We're back rolling at Vegas. Barroso, Williams, Meeks, Crocker, all up here in that top 10 going at it. Travis Twitty right here. Just keeping the car clean, but Twitty up into 4th here. Crocker right there in 5th is giving some opportunities for some guys. Here comes Lotham and Steve Tucker fighting back through as well on the bottom. Lotham going to get under Crocker there for position. Meanwhile, Meeks up here to 2nd. Look at Thomas Meeks trying to stay with Frankie Barroso. King right there, Lotham. A lot of great battling around the racetrack. You got to play it smart right now. You're 73 laps in. And some of these guys don't have a fast repair if something happens. And right there together they are. That is going to be the 24. The 59. Tucker right there on the bottom. Twitty going to get a little bit out of shape. He'll move up the racetrack. Tucker to the bottom. Double file down the front straightaway once again. 74 on the board. Brian Crocker right there as well. There's Brett Edwards in the 18. Of course, not in the playoffs. Got to be frustrating for Brett. As good of a car as he has. That number 18 machine trying to slice and dice his way forward. That Toyota Camry on the bottom of the racetrack right now. Going to get clear of Crocker. Crocker will fall behind him. Meanwhile, the MK2 Aerospace machine of Frankie Barroso leads. Here comes Tony Edwards to his back bumper. The 118 Fury machine trying to get up to the back bumper of Frankie Barroso. And this is going to be a battle up front. I have a feeling between these two drivers. Again, getting a win here tonight means a free pass on to the round of 8 later on in the year. Right now, you just got to focus on what you need to do. Oh, look at that. Edwards missed the corner. That's going to let Blake by, and here comes Steve Tucker as well. So those two drivers that had an incident up front early in stage 2, all the way back to 2nd and 3rd. Barroso leading now. Behind him is Blake Lotham. Again, Lotham and Tucker do not have fast repairs remaining. Keep that in your mind. If something happens to those two, they can't just go get the car fixed. So how hard do you push it right now? And right there, Lotham played peekaboo a little bit with that inside apron. And we've seen that apron grab a hold of the car earlier in Matt Smith and absolutely junked him. So again, that inside apron there on this racetrack, you get down there on that transition, it will make that car loose. But it was into the back bumper of the 12. Now what do you do? Lotham top side of the racetrack. Trying to get a run, trying to take advantage. 78 on the board. He does have a few laps, fresher tires than the 12 right now. Due to that incident, he'll go to the bottom. And look at this, Blake Lotham. The bottom of the racetrack now, side by side. Onto the apron. Blake's like, yeah, I'm going for it. Blake wants to punch his ticket into the round of 8. Manchester Music Mill 24, Steve Tucker. Right up here in the battle side by side. Down the Nellis back straightaway here at Las Vegas, Nevada. Double file. Tucker on the back bumper right now. Blake as close as he can get to him. 80 and 100 complete. Now Tucker goes to the middle lane. Crossover down to the bottom, trying to look for running room. Lotham and Mr. Frankie Barroso lead the charge of race cars around Las Vegas right now. So they are leading the charge right now. Tucker, everybody tucked in spot right now. There's the 7 just behind them. 81 on the board here of 125 complete here tonight. And look who's out front right now. Frankie Barroso, Brett Edwards, King. Tony Edwards there as well with King on the top side. Look back there, Matthew Smith trying to thunder his way through. So Smith back up to 7th. And these guys not giving up much here. They are absolutely on it here. Side by side, that's Meeks above him, got loose again. Again, that bottom lane is what got Matthew Smith earlier tonight. Caused him a problem. He got loose down there. And that's what ended up backing that car into the outside wall. Contact with Meeks. Those two cars will separate a little bit. Got lucky there. They didn't have a big problem. Meanwhile, Frankie Barroso back out front of the field. We've got another lead change as we watch the battle unfold behind them. If you're Frankie Barroso, you got to start thinking about what you need to do. You got a lot of strong cars here tonight. Steve Tucker all over the back bumper of the MK2 Aerospace machine of Frankie Barroso, 84 on the board. They continue to rock and roll right now. These cars up front, you see them 3 cars deep. Single file, 85 to go on the board this time by. Frankie Barroso up front, Steve Tucker in second. Brett Edwards in third, 85 on the board. So with everybody thinking here what they need to do, these top 3 doing a wonderful job. Tony Edwards right there as well. There's Tony right there in the 118. And these guys are just all... Oh, the 18. I believe he got in the fence there. He dropped a little bit. Brett Edwards getting in the wall a bit there, putting some damage on that car. There's the 86 of Crocker. Anthony Williams there as well, as they all battle around here at Las Vegas. And right now, Frankie Barroso leads the field. Tucker, and there's the 118 of Tony Edwards. Look at Edwards run. Oh, almost contact there with the 24. Tony gonna slide down in line. You can almost feel the tension building throughout the pack right now. Tucker going to be split right now, 3 wide. He'll drop back further. Brett Edwards through Tucker to 5th. Barroso continuing to fend them off here at the front of the field. He's fending off challenge after challenge here. And keep in mind, it won't be tremendously too much longer till we see green flag stops out of these cars, potentially for their final stop of the night. Estimating around 45 or so laps they can run. And right now, Frankie Barroso doing all he can to hold on. Brett Edwards, there's King. Car took off on King for a moment. Car got on the apron, took off straight for a moment. He'll gather it back up. Steven Tucker right there behind him. .90 on the board of 125 this time by. There is the 7 to the top lane. Here comes King to the top. The 118 to 24 there as well. Everybody's still trying to do what they can. 90 or 125 in the books. There we come to the back bumper. Whoa, contact. Tucker involved. Big trouble front straightaway. Steve Tucker. And that car is destroyed. Oh, no. Let's take a look. Here we go. The 7, the 118, and the 24 battling right here. The 7 and the 118 make contact down into the 24. Car comes around. When roof flap goes up, hood flaps. Matthew Smith squeaks through. Now, luckily, Twitty. Oh. Twitty gets collected. 92 on the board. Yellow is out. And that 24 will have to come to pit road to get that car worked on. But after having a strong finish in stage 1 or stage 2, this third stage has not gone the way of the Manchester Music Mill 24 Aero Designs machine. Steve Tucker been caught up in multiple incidents. Arguably not even his fault here. And he has quite a bit of right front damage. He's going to go get that fixed the best he can. But I don't think that car is going to be the same as it was. Again, he has no fast repairs left. 93 on the board. He'll hit pit road here, start getting work done on that right front quarter panel. Everybody going to take fuel and tires. That car going to require quite a bit of repairs to get that right front fixed. You can see the damage right there on your screen. And right front fender is pretty bent in. The rear looks pretty straight, luckily. But that right front, not at all straight. Big bend is going to hurt the aero of that car. What could have been a race-winning car, I don't think is the case any longer. And Frankie Barroso leads. Right behind him, Josh Williams. Let's talk to Frankie, or let's go with Josh here. We haven't talked to him since early in the race. Let's talk to Mr. Williams here. Josh Williams right there in that number 7 machine. Let's get ready to talk to him. Here as we get ready for another restart. Some crazy racing out there. And let's see here. Highline Motorsports. Hey Josh, is Matt up here in the booth? Get a copy right quick, bud.
Yes, sir.
Man, the racing out there getting a little bit wild and crazy here as we get down to the end.
Sure is. You can tell it's a playoff race.
What's the plan? You going to try to get the win, or are you worried about keeping the car clean at this point?
Oh man, I'd love to get the win. I don't have a lot of confidence going into Martinsville. So I feel like if I want to be locked in, this is the chance to do it. So if the win's going to be an obvious thing that's not going to happen, I'm going to play it safe, but I'll do all I can to get it.
10-4, buddy.
Aside from wrecking anybody on purpose, but we'll see what we can do here.
10-4, man. Well, you're coming to green. Best of luck, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All right, there we go. The Highline Motorsports machine. That's 7 of Josh King right there, ready to go. We are ready. I hope you are as well. The intensity ratcheting up at Vegas. 95 on the board. We go King alongside Frankie. Green in the air. Pretty good restart from Frankie that time to get away. Tick-tock, 30 laps to go. Here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Tucker front end damage on that machine after that most recent incident. King, Smith, we're up there. There's Tony Edwards in the mix. Look at that number 8 118 Fury machine right there as well. Man, oh man, it is that time of the year where everybody does everything they can trying to come up with victory lane here tonight. Double file out front. There's Frankie Barroso, Josh A. King there as well. Frankie Barroso leads Josh King right now. There is Matthew Smith right there to the back bumper of the 7 of King. Again, Smith was involved in an incident early as well. Earlier got onto the apron, spun the car out. Look at the aggressive of Tony Edwards. Man, Edwards putting that car right to the bottom of Smith. Not much room between the two of them at all. You know, when it comes to these playoff races, the chances you're willing to take quadruple. Right now, side by side to Blake Lotham and Mr. Tony Edwards. 5th and 4th on the racetrack right now. You gotta play hard, but you gotta play smart as Edwards crossover. And again, Martinsville looming in front of these drivers in this final round of, or the final race of the round of 12 next week in Martinsville, Virginia. Martinsville just looms ahead like a big beast right in front of you. You don't know what to expect when you go to Virginia next week. So you've got to figure it out now. You want to go to Martinsville knowing you're locked in. You heard it in King's voice. He felt like this was his shot. And right now his ticket to the round of 8 is right there in front of him. Where Frankie Barroso just a couple of car lengths ahead. Is lap 100 going to tick by here? If you've got anything left, you got to send it now. You've got to go. Go to the slot machine and see what you hit. Because if you're the 7 of King, it may just be the difference between moving on to the round of 8 and not. 101 on the board this time by Barroso. The MK11 aerospace machine holds the car tight to the bottom. 101 on the board right now at the moment. Tony Edwards there as well. These guys are fighting their way through one behind the other here at Vegas. Time begins to tick down as Barroso leads. You see Lotham right there underneath Edwards. Tony Edwards, he's been highly aggressive tonight. The Fury sponsor on the car kind of represents what he has tried to do all night. Meanwhile, Barroso leads King in second. Right now, 102 or 125 complete. .103 this time by cars high on the racetrack. Right now, Frankie Barroso leads the way at the moment. 103 and 125 complete. Smith there as well. Tony Edwards, Blake Lotham. That's your top 5. Travis Twitty, Anthony Williams, Brett Edwards in 8th. .104, 125 complete now. Frankie Barroso out front, leading the way at the moment. Frankie and Josh King and Matthew Smith, your top 3. Here we go, 105 on the board. Coming to 20 laps to go this time by. Barroso leads. King second. Smith in third. That's the way to run right now. Fourth right now, Tony Edwards. Blake Lotham there in the fifth spot. They continue to run here. 20 laps to go this time by. Frankie Barroso out front. Smith there coming under fire from King. Or excuse me, from Edwards. Edwards being really aggressive on the back bumper of Mr. Smith at the moment. Those two a couple of inches apart as they come down the back straightaway now. Man, Tony Edwards being uber aggressive. Nearly gets in the back of Smith. They all check up into turn 3 with just 20 laps to go here tonight. In 20 more laps, we're going to find out who is going on to the round of 8. You got to be smart, play smart here. Frankie Barroso leading. Barroso out front. Look at that, number 12. MK2 Aerospace Machine that has been so solid all night long. Josh King just a couple of tenths behind him right now. 18 to go. Again, we continue right now. Nose to tail up front. 18 to go. Barroso and King continue to work their way through with just 18 laps remaining. Edwards, Lotham right there as well. Lotham again. Oh, look at that. There goes Edwards to the bottom of Smith. Really not giving each other any room whatsoever. Tony Edwards just being very aggressive, trying to get by into the top 3. Edwards up the racetrack. That's going to open up room for Lotham. He'll block that off. The battle for third, extremely aggressive right now. Will we make it 17? Oh, contact. And the trouble is for the 59 of Lotham. Oh, man. Lotham around into the grass. No caution. He is going to be heated. Tony Edwards. One more look at this. Tony Edwards on the bottom. And he's just going to go into the corner here and up the racetrack. Into the side of the 59. Boy, oh boy. Tony Edwards being aggressive as we continue. 14 laps to go. And a great run for Blake goes up in smoke. As you see damage on the right side of that car. Oh, man. Smith right there as well. King up in front of him right now. Frankie just trying to check out and get away. 14 to go. What a race. 14 laps to go. And we have seen this battle intensify throughout the night. There is King right with Mr. Frank. You know, King said he didn't want to wreck anybody for it, but if he can get up there and at least get the nose to the back bumper, get him loose, do something. If this is what you feel like your best shot is, you got to give it everything you can. We've already seen tonight just how bad good runs go bad in a hurry here. We've seen that earlier in the evening. We saw it just a moment ago with Blake as well. Tony Edwards, by far the most aggressive car on the racetrack tonight. Look though, right below him, that's Travis Twitty up into the top 4. Here comes Brett Edwards as well. I don't know that he'll do anything to try to get around Tony here because he knows Tony's running for the playoffs with 12 to go. Twitty a little bit out of shape here. Now Brett going to come below Twitty, kind of give him that, Tony, that little bit of gap if he can. Anthony Williams right there in the 60. Steve Tucker recovered into the top 8, had a fast car. Got put in the fence earlier. 10 laps to go this time by. Meanwhile, up front, 10th of a second separates King and Barroso. Now 0.2 of a second. Oh, look who's coming, though. Is that Matthew Smith? It is. Fastest car last time by, the 35 of Smith. Here he comes, 10 to go. He's got to get by 2 race cars. Matthew Smith up to the top lane, looking for running room. Looking to advance into the next round. Can't do it, 10 to go this time by. 10 laps to go. Smith right there in the 22 camp. 10 laps to go right now. Frankie Barroso right there leading the way. King behind him. Then it's Smith. Smith closed in a little bit, got to the dirty air. It has seemed to slow down a bit in his closing rate. Up to by the wall that time by. Smith may be in a little bit of trouble getting to the race lead. Did say enough. What about Travis Whitty? Top 5 run for Travis. Just great job. Tight racing here with Williams. Lotham, the 118. Look at Steve Tucker trying to claw his way back to the best finish he can get. Oh, Steve's going to get tripped up again with Lotham. And Tony Edwards. Man. Everybody hangs on, but with 8 to go, Tony makes contact with Steve. Wow. They keep it going right now. That's the best thing that Freaky can hope for, is we stay green with 6 to go this time by. Here we go, 6 laps to go this time by. Here at Las Vegas, Nevada, Josh King in second. Matt Smith in third. Travis Twitty in fourth. Brett Edwards, Anthony Williams, Tony Edwards right here as well. Steve Tucker back to 11th after crawling his way into the top 8 there. Steve Tucker's just got to be banging his head on the wheel. He's going to have to go to Martinsville. He's not going to get that win that he wanted here tonight. Meanwhile, up front, there is the 12 of Frankie Barroso. Man, this is some great racing. And just some wonderful, wonderful racing. Frankie up front there in that 12. Here we go, continuing to run right now. Frankie Barroso, Josh A. King right there behind him, starting to close back down. King with 5 to go, trying to come up with something. King closing in little by little. Here we go. Frankie, King, top 2, 3 to go. Frankie and King right here, nose to tail, 3 to go this time by. Frankie gonna try to hold on, 3 laps to go. King with that spot right in front of him. Trying to get a pull down the front straightaway, on board with Josh A. King. MK2 Aerospace Machine up. Frankie Barroso just in front of him. Look at this, King dipping his nose out, trying to find a different lane. Trying to find some clean air here. Coming to 2 to go this time by. Here we go, 2 laps to go this time by, down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go. Oh man, King just desperately trying to close the gap. Smith 2 seconds back now. Coming to the white flag this time by. Here we go. He'll work to the bottom. Josh King right there to the back bumper. Barroso coming to the white flag. 1 to go at Las Vegas. MK2 Aerospace Machine of Frankie Barroso out front leading. 1 to go. Here they come down the back straightaway. Down the Nellis back straightaway one more time. Frankie Barroso into 3 and 4. Checkered flag to wave this time by. King right there with him. Not going to be enough. Frankie Barroso will punch his ticket to the round of 8. King second. Matt Smith third. Travis Twitty fourth. Brett Edwards fifth. Mr. Anthony sixth. Tony Edwards seventh. Jess Inderman in eighth. Steve Tucker and Thomas Meeks right there as well. Tony Edwards not going to have many fans here tonight, but the guy getting it done. The number 12 MK2 Aerospace Machine gonna go to victory lane here tonight, and we'll get ready to talk to him. Wow, what a race here tonight for Frankie Barroso, going to victory lane here to lock himself into the next round. Slipstream Racing teammate right there with him. Hey, Frankie, buddy.
Hello?
Well, buddy, I call that mission accomplished.
Yep, mission accomplished. Don't have to worry about Martinsville, but still going to try to help Matt and Travis try to get the best of Martinsville.
Well, man, there for the last little bit, it got aggressive out there on the racetrack for a little while.
Yeah, and I don't particularly blame anybody because, you saw it was after the first couple laps, it was so hard to pass. You needed to hope for somebody's mistake. And, like, for example, I took it 3 wide on Steve. I had a big run, but because I knew that could have been my only shot with no yellows guaranteed to the end. Then that was my one shot, and I took it. And I'm sorry to Steve if I caused it, but I was just trying to be aggressive.
Well, man, it was playoff time, right? You got to do what you got to do. And now you're locked into the round of 8. You get to go to Virginia and breathe a little bit easier.
Yeah, I can breathe a little bit easier, knowing that also for the team, we got put good points today. Matt's with us, with me and Josh on the podium, and Travis got a good 4th place out of it. So we got a good points day as a team.
Yeah, a great day overall, man. As always, Frankie. Now you move on. Your focus goes to the round of 8 later in the season here. But here tonight, you get to celebrate in Vegas. Since you're feeling lucky, you gonna go out to any casinos? Try to hit the casinos up a little bit while you're out here on the West Coast.
Yeah, maybe hit the casino. Only gonna take $200 though, because after that $200, that's it. I'm all gone.
You're all done. You're all out.
Yep, I'm all done. I'm all out, but I'm gonna feel pretty lucky tonight.
Well, man, again, congratulations. You come home victory lane. You're gonna stamp your name into the round of 8. Frankie Barroso, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, coming home second here tonight, Josh King. You got a copy.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, man, you tried to get to Frankie. You tried to get by him, tried to get yourself locked in. But nevertheless, a great points day coming home second.
For sure, yeah. There's a couple of times where I could get a little bit of momentum on him, but didn't really have the push from behind at times to be able to do anything with it. And it's just kind of felt like eventually I was just pushing him out in front of me, and I couldn't seem to close that gap. And eventually I could feel my tires were going a little bit quicker than his were. So
Yeah.
I knew he needed to make a mistake for me to be able to capitalize on it, and that just didn't happen.
Do you feel like the dirty air kind of hurt you too as well? Seeing you searching around there the last few laps. Looked like you're kind of searching.
Yeah, I was searching. I think the dirty air was part of it, but too, I was looking for any grip I could get. I knew my tires were going. If I just followed him, nothing was going to change. So I thought, well, let's see what we can find. So I went a little bit high, went a little bit low, just tried different stuff, and I didn't seem to lose a whole lot, but at the same time, I didn't gain anything either. So.
Well, Josh, man, you put on an epic performance, coming home second. I know you're not confident about going to Martinsville. I think this run for you tonight going to help that situation out a lot.
Yeah, I hope so. And just going to have to do some practice and get some laps in and be as prepared as we can be. But super glad to get this bottom shelf diecast Ford Mustang home second here tonight.
Yeah, coming home P2. And congrats, man. Good run. And we'll get ready to talk to you when you go out to Martinsville next week, man.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
All righty, man. Congratulations. P2 here tonight. Josh A. King coming home second. Coming home third here tonight, Mr. Matthew Smith. Buddy, you got a copy on me?
Got a copy.
All righty, man. Top three. Great points day for you as well. You ran down the front two there about 18 or so to go. And then it kind of died out on you. Did you just hit that dirty air like we talked about?
Yeah, the dirty air was pretty treacherous. Anytime you would get close to the car, the car would just get tight. It was hard to make a move at all. Just, I guess, part of the racing here at Las Vegas.
Well, man, also earlier on tonight, you clipped that apron. Car came around with you, got some damage out of it, had to get it repaired. Was you a little bit more wary about getting down there on the bottom after that?
No, it wasn't. The car was loose the entire corner, and I thought I had it. And then when I came out of four, it just came around. It was actually kind of surprised me there for a minute. No, it didn't scare me from the bottom. The bottom works well at the beginning of the run. Moving up as the tires get older was the way to go. But that dirty air was just you couldn't get around anybody.
Yeah, and it just died out, right?
Yeah, it just died out.
It tends to happen, dude. I tell you, dirty air can be something else for sure, man. Well, again,
that is for sure.
Again, man, congratulations on third here tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I would like to thank Brandon, E-Snacks, and Ace of Apes for sponsoring my Chevrolet.
There you go, man. Again, congratulations, Matthew Smith, coming on P3 here tonight here at Las Vegas. And we'll get one more down here. We're going to talk to Travis Twitty coming on fourth here in just a moment. We'll see if we can get a word in with him. Hey, Travis Twitty, Matt down here in the booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, man, I got a copy.
All righty, buddy. Top four finish for you in the 29 machine here tonight.
Yeah. Hey, I just feel good with the week I've had and just with the other leagues and being in here and getting the top four. That's just big momentum boost going into Martinsville.
Right. Well, man, you did a wonderful job. You kept your nose clean throughout the night and just kind of drove it up the way you could. You know, you didn't take too many chances.
Yeah, that last caution came out and Brett took tires. I'm pretty sure he went in and took tires because he was closing on me pretty quick. And I think Anthony got a little loose and got him backed up, and I got a little distance between me and him, and I held him off and thinking burning up his tires a little bit, and I squeezed the P4 out, man. That's awesome.
Well, man, you did a great job, Travis. It was great to watch, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate everything you've done, Matt, and Steven putting on this league. It's just been fun, and hope Martinsville will be a little better for me. Everybody's dreading it, so I hope I can squeeze through and make something good out of it.
10-4, man. Well, I tell you what, on the night DPU sponsored, you ever come home, you did a good job, bud.
Yeah, and like I say, my teammates Frankie and Matt, man, they drove the wheels off their cars, and we all hung up front up all night, and it was just a good night overall for the team.
10-4, man. Well, again, buddy, Travis, congratulations. Great run here tonight, coming home fourth.
All right, I want to give a shout out to Rise Engineering, Computer Parts, and Dub Print. Thank you, guys.
No problem, man. Great. Congratulations, man. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
All righty, and we're going to go to the other end of the spectrum a little bit. Steve's in here. He's got his mic muted. Mr. Steve Tucker, can you hear me, buddy?
Yo, man, what's going on?
Well, a good run went awry for you there a little bit, brother.
Yeah, I'm still trying to kind of decipher it. It's kind of a mixed bag of emotions. Although in an ironic twist, tonight's race was very much the reverse of what my races, or at least my good races, earlier in the season showed. Today I had incredible stage 1 and 2. I somehow won stage 2, my first stage win of the year, and I looked good, felt strong, felt confident. But then I guess stage 3, you can call it, the second half of the race, man, I was like I don't know. It's like I was the china shop and everybody else was the bull.
Yeah, you became quickly the pinball master.
Yeah, so it's I mean, it's, you know, I'm not mad at anybody. It's racing, right? It's things like these are intense. I'm gonna go back and look at them and see what actually happened and see if I can learn anything as far as maybe if I did something wrong or whatnot. But I mean, I think at the end it was just close racing. I think I got into like 3 different wrecks right there and made a good save twice. Somehow didn't hit the wall, but the second one. But I mean, overall, a very good showing for the Manchester Music Mill Chevy. I felt really good. I felt confident. I entered the race wanting to be really strong in the stages so that, you know, those points can carry me into Martinsville, and we did that. So, I mean, overall, you know, 9th place definitely doesn't reflect the kind of car we had today. But overall, you know what? It's all good. We pack up our bags and load the trailer and head down to Virginia.
Well, man, I need you to do me one more thing before we get out of Las Vegas. Go down pit road, put you 4 new tires on the car, turn around, go find the nearest jet dryer, and just plow into that. Just finish the night off right.
Yeah, it's like Juan Montoya, right back in what was it?
Just finish that chassis off because it's already been all to pieces anyway.
Yeah. This one's going to be auctioned off, I think, or something. It's seen better days, but yeah, great job to the top 3. Matt, great job on the broadcast. Next week is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah,
you're coming to my neck of the woods, headed down to Virginia. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be. I mean, Travis Twitty had a huge day today, P4. So, big shakeup in the points for sure. I mean, stages again are obviously huge, but showings like that are massive. So it's going to be good to do the points tonight.
I tell you what, I'm going to have to grab Mr. Brandon Ward. He's not going to be racing next week. He's going to be my hot dog runner throughout the race at Martinsville. I'm just going to send him down to grab the hot dogs and bring them back up to the booth.
I love that. Sounds good. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. We had a good crew tonight, and I love seeing all those green banners flying everywhere. So hope you guys had a good time. Hope everybody watching had a good time. And yeah, let's do it.
And for folks, we're going to get ready to get out of here. Thank you as always to Wheels America and everybody that makes this happen. The DPU for making this race with the sponsorship. We got some sponsorship news coming up here for long for the next couple of races. We'll get more on that next week. But until then, everyone stay safe. Frankie's got the car cranked up. We're going to the casino. Folks, we'll see you next week in Martinsville. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Everyone, God bless.